Hello, and we are live. Am I audible? Welcome to the first live stream of the Empowerment Club. This is our first one, and we're going to go with the flow. I will be your coach, your DJ, and I'm also the founder of the Empowerment Club. Elvira Burns here. Welcome. It is indeed being a DJ to navigate all of that. Empowerment Club, we are an online coaching platform specializing in stress relief, achievement of goals, and we are on a mission to empower 1 million people. We are live on two platforms, one, the global platform of empowermentclub.online and the Indian platform empowermentclub.in. You can find us there. You can also find all of the descriptions in the links in the video below once the live stream is over. Today, our live stream is dedicated to free coaching for a smart, happy, successful, and also healthy you. There's not enough space on that piece of paper. And we will have coaching, meditation, and Q&A. Thank you very much for letting me know you can hear me. Thank you. The goal of our live streams is to offer free coaching and answer your questions to help you be smarter, happier, healthier, and more successful. And we also hope that you will discover that our programs and you will join and take your life to the next level. In the meantime, thank you very much for being here. Please subscribe and hit the notification button on our channel so you may be notified of all our future videos and lessons that we're going to be releasing for your benefit free. Thank you. We would love to bring mind coaching to as many people as we can, and we appreciate your support in helping us doing so. Empowerment Club and the training it provides and the coaching is really all about our mind. Our mind is our main object of focus because confidence, mental strength, and flexibility, and happiness, and success, and health, and sports, and business performance all depend on our mind. So, really, these are our goals in life. So many of them, all of them, some of them. And for all of that, mind is really in charge. We train the mind to become more aware, more open, more spacious, to control stress, to solve problems better, to improve creativity, boost your health and happiness, have better memory, and enhance studies. That's typically what we all want, right? However, our life is an ocean of stress. Our body is built on stress response. Whatever our mind thinks, good or bad, has an effect on the brain, and the brain is the control center in our body. The brain generates brain waves of various speeds to support various mental activities. We can consciously, with our mind, regulate how we respond to stress. That is the most important part in life. Our mind controls itself, and it also controls stress regulation through awareness. Here, I'm introducing you to the mascot of myself and of the Empowerment Club, which is a palm tree that is able to bend and twist and have special leaves shaped to support resilience in the times of stress by the nature. Life is stress, stress is life. Unfortunately, this is how it is, but it is also fortunately. Life is stress. So we cannot have smooth flowing. We cannot just go on thinking that everything is going to be wonderful, simple, easy, and we get everything we want just by snapping our fingers. That would be nice, but it doesn't quite work that way, right? Stress is life. Stress is life because the body, to sustain life and to sustain activities, needs to have stress response to support it. The same cortisol, the same adrenaline that come out in stress and mental stress is also required for physical stress to even run across the road. So instead of thinking about stress as only the negative thing that can really derail our body, derail our mind, derail our success, we are going to study stress and see how we can navigate it and use it to our advantage, or how we can disable it, we can diminish it and improve our resilience, improve our ways of handling situations in life, and especially our own mind. Next, I have some slides to talk you through because I would like to emphasize two important points. So let's just go into it. Power of mind, the path to feeling great, it's also the path to success. And today is the episode 1 of this topic, which is complex, multifaceted, and requires us to study it, because this studying it is studying ourselves, studying how we can optimize our life, optimize our health, optimize our minds so that we can get ahead in life and get what we want. The power of our mind requires understanding. It requires knowledge of physiology and mental factors, awareness training and meditative exercises daily, and the daily integration of what we learn in practice into our daily life activities, situations, interaction with others. That's how we actually become strong, resilient, focused in the right way, and happy. That's actually the objective of the Empowerment Club program, where we do this for 52 weeks. We do this daily with weekly lessons, and we are able to develop new habits, reprogram our minds, and rewire our brains for better health, happiness, longevity, um, success. All of these are part of success. We become better at studying, we become better at working, we become better at relationships because we are able to handle stress better. Happiness is our main goal in life. Everything we do is for our happiness. So let's not forget this one, because actually all of those things we've enumerated, it's all to make us happy. And we are constantly searching for happiness. There are so many ways we can improve our happiness, and these ways point to improving our ability to handle stress. Success also points to our ability to handle stress. Today, we will focus on two factors of how stress affects our brain and what we can do about it. So let's start learning something useful that we can benefit from and share with friends and family to help them as well. I'm going to disappear just a little bit down so you can see the screen better. So our objectives for today are coaching the power of mind, meditation, release stress, and Q&A. So right now we are onto our coaching part where we're discussing the power of mind. Stress, brain, neck, and oxygen. Two important factors of stress response. So as we all know, stress causes us to act a certain way because our body is behaving a certain way. So the two important things that happen in the body during stress is our breathing becomes shallow because that's what the hormones do when the brain releases them. And the second one is tightening of muscles. The muscles get tightened actually all over the body, but then they tighten excessively in certain parts. Both of them lead to oxygen problems as they are meant only for short term response only. And which one of us has stress response for short term only in the modern world? We keep turning it on over and over the whole day, every day. Tight muscles. Stress triggers the fight or flight reflex. When we feel mentally stressed or anxious, the amygdala, which is a part of the brain, activates the sympathetic nervous system. This causes neck and shoulder muscles, trapezius, levator scapula, sternocleidomastoid to tense automatically. The body prepares to protect the head by lifting and stiffening the shoulders. This is an ancient surviving reflex, meaning to shield the neck during danger. So let's take a look at this. So that's what happens during stress. We'll raise our shoulders. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but our breathing from the diaphragm raises to here or even to here. So if you are under stress, this is what is exactly is going to happen, and that's normal. The point of this is knowing that this is normal. But if you notice it and your danger is not real, like you're not running away from a tiger or not running across the road from cars, and you just thought of something as simple as your boss, and that caused your shoulders to go up, and you can notice that, you can tell yourself, bring them down. It's just my thinking. Sustained stress causes chronic muscle conditions, contraction. So, what happens is that when we feel mentally stressed or anxious, the amygdala in the brain activates the sympathetic nervous system. This causes neck and shoulder muscles to stiffen. So, we've just gone over that. So, we just reiterate that. Muscle tension compresses blood vessels. Carotid arteries and vertebral arteries pass right through these muscle zones. Chronic contraction narrows these arteries, like squeezing a hose, the garden hose, restricts oxygen rich blood to flow to the brain, reduces venous drainage, causing the pressure and sluggish circulation. So, if we do this, all of this becomes contracted. So inside here, we have the big blood vessels that feed the brain. So from the heart to the brain, the blood, fresh blood with oxygen ascends to the brain, and from the brain, from the head, the venous blood, dark blood with CO2, returns to the heart for drainage. So if your muscles are constricting your neck and your shoulders through which these important veins and arteries pass, you're going to have less oxygen going up and less nutrition and less drainage of everything that needs to be drained away, the metabolic waste. The CO2 doesn't properly go down. So that blood stays in the head. Oxygen drop worsens mental stress. Low oxygen and poor circulation in the brain lead to brain fog, poor focus, irritability, and faster fatigue, anxiety or panic sensations. There's not enough air. The body is actually breathing, but we are getting the sensation that we don't have enough air. This is really a panic attack. This creates a feedback loop. Mental stress leads to muscle tension, restricted blood flow, and worse stress response. So, why relaxation practices help? Techniques like mindful awareness training, which is what we do, breathing, and somatic release calm the amygdala, the part of the brain that responds to the stress. Parasympathetic nervous system engages. That's the relaxing nervous system. Muscles loosen naturally, arteries reopen, better blood and oxygen supply. That's why massage, yoga, or even gentle shoulder drop can instantly clear the head. Shallow breathing, the second important factor. Stress shifts breathing from diaphragm to the chest. So, from breathing low and speaking with power and functioning well and giving ourselves enough oxygen, we become because the body prepares to run, to fight. And what happens then? The brain gives the signal to the body to pump the blood into arms and legs, into the muscles, away from our main organs, away from the lungs. And there is no time to breathe deep and no opportunity because the tension has increased. So you've got the tense muscles and the raised shoulders, and naturally your breathing will be somewhere in the upper chest and even in the throat, which of course reduces the amount of oxygen you're taking in and your oxygen intake becomes inefficient. Under mental stress, the sympathetic nervous system takes over. Breathing becomes shallow and rapid, mostly in the upper chest and shoulders instead of the diaphragm. The neck and shoulder muscles, the scalenes and sternocleidomastoid, the muscle that goes to the sides of the face from the neck, are recruited to lift the rib cage for breathing, causing even more chronic tension. So, again, you've got extra tension. Reduced oxygen intake. Shallow breathing means less fresh air per breath, leading to lower oxygen delivery to the lungs, poor removal of carbon dioxide. Blood oxygen saturation may still look normal, but at the cellular level, the brain gets less usable oxygen because of disrupted CO2 balance. And brain is fully dependent on oxygen. It takes the largest amount of oxygen in the body to function. Oxygen is fuel, and brain requires a lot of fuel. Hyperventilation and blood vessel constriction. Stress often causes unconscious mild hyperventilation and not so mild, breathing out too much CO2. So we're losing too much CO2 gas in relationship to how much oxygen we are getting. Low CO2 makes cerebral blood vessels constrict, reducing blood flow to the brain even further. This leads to lightheadedness, tingling in fingers, feeling of spaced out or anxious, and some people may even faint. Remember the bad news when people receive bad news and they faint. So that's the stress response that kicked in. So compounded by neck tension. So we've got poor breathing and we've got neck tension that both restrict breathing. Since the upper chest breathing relies on neck muscles, those muscles stay locked up to help with every breath. This mechanically compresses carotid and vertebral arteries. So all the arteries here becoming squeezed. Circulation to the brain is doubly impaired, less oxygen delivered from the lungs, blood vessels narrowed by both tension and the CO2 loss. Breaking the cycle. Diaphragmatic breathing, meaning abdominal breathing, breathing with your belly, restores natural oxygen CO2 balance and stops vessel constriction. So when you're stressed but you're not in danger, you can turn off your stress response at least by half by recognizing you're stressed and then starting to focus on abdominal breathing. Relaxing the shoulders and neck stops their overuse in breathing with practice like in yoga or pranayama, which is the breathing techniques originating from the great country of India. The parasympathetic system, rest and digest, reactivates, heart rate slows, vessels dilate, full oxygen supply returns to the brain. So the brain stops panicking and calms down because the oxygen supply is restored. Power of mind relaxes muscles, improves breathing, and turns off excessive stress response when we notice, when we are aware what is happening with us. Awareness training to control stress response. Empowerment is when you feel great. So, how to make yourself feel great out of stress is basically what we constantly are after. So, and one of the most important and most powerful ways is the breathing. And for that, we have a breathing mini course right on our channel, and you will find it under this title, and also I put the link into the video description so you can find it there. I'm going through various techniques that are quite useful in very quickly bringing the stress down, improving your clarity, improving your thinking, relaxing your mind, opening your awareness so you become more productive, more happy, and smarter. And the sneak peek into the Empowerment Club and 52 Weeks of Empowerment program, we have a video on that as well, which will be in the link. So we are after awareness training to control stress response so we can become flexible and indestructible by stress. And the program is self-paced, it's fully online, 24/7. You can access it with the links below in the description. Step into Your Power gives you an overview of what it looks like inside both platforms, and you can click on the link in the description. So that's us online and .in. And it is your club. The idea was born that a club is a place where people want to go to. They want to join and join around the same passion, around the same topic, and so that they can hang out together to have a great time. So the same idea is that we join the Empowerment Club and hang out together around our success, around our goals, around doing something daily about training ourselves out of stress, improving our knowledge about various aspects of our stress response and how our body functions so that we can optimize ourselves and actually achieve all those goals that we have. Because what actually stops us from achieving something, most of it is fear. And fear is what? It's stress response. So unless we understand the mechanisms, the mental factors of fear, the physical factors of stress response, how are we going to optimize ourselves? So it just makes sense that we look into equipping ourselves with knowledge, with practices. We spend time every day doing something towards our future. And that's what we're here to do. We are here to do this in these free classes on YouTube and later on more platforms, hopefully. And so you can already take steps now and do something for yourself and improve it. So please check out our YouTube channel and subscribe so you don't miss any information, what we're going to focus on next. And our next portion, number 2, we're going to do a short meditation. And if you have any questions, and I will provide the answers. With meditation, I'd like you to sit comfortably and relax your mind and body, at least start to do so. You can close your eyes. We can all close our eyes because it will help us reduce distractions and it will help us also slow down the brain waves so we can enter the meditative state quickly. What is the benefit of entering the meditative state? It is to allow our mind to calm down, reduce the thoughts, opinions, and emotions, and for our body to enter into a self-healing state where the bodily processes are going to be rebalanced. We're going to reset how the brain is functioning. And we are going to allow the blood flow to normalize, the breathing to normalize. And this time is for us to calm down, relax, reset ourselves, get our clarity back and our happiness back. And that will also enable us to sleep better, to work better, to have better relationships, to be more understanding. And that is the self-care and self-love, the true sense of it, to work on one's own self-care by overcoming excessive stress response, turning it down, going past it, becoming braver, and take all those actions towards your future dreams possible. I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, and make them strong. Now that we have reconnected with our breathing, we are going to put our hands on our stomach, and we are going to do a little bit of breathing with our stomach, the abdomen. So the technique is we count to 3, and we breathe in by just using the stomach muscles. So we bulge out our stomach moves outward, away from our body. And when we breathe out, we count to 3 and we bring our stomach back to our spine. So 1, 2, 3, breathe in, and the stomach goes out. And 1, 2, 3, breathe out, and the stomach goes back in. So let's just do a little bit of that. I will let you count yourself at your own pace. And if you're comfortable to count to 4, you can do that. And if you're not, do not push, just relax. Do it smoothly, softly, lovingly. And now that you have allowed your breathing to relax and to calm down, you're starting to feel more different. We're going to go a little bit deeper. So with your eyes closed and the newly discovered relaxation, we're going to focus on the feeling part that we normally ignore. So we're going to feel the spaces. It's a perception. It's also activating the senses. So your perception may include hearing, smelling, tasting, thinking, and the sensations of touch and all kinds of sensations in the body, as well as hearing. But just let yourself turn on the sensation of feeling a little more and start to feel, perceive the space inside your head. Just how does that appear? Just feel inside of your head, the space of it. And now start to feel the space inside your neck. And go down to your shoulders and welcome and feel inside your shoulders, the space inside your shoulders, the space inside your upper arms to the elbows. And you can be imagining all of these. Just imagine, feel, sense, perceive the space. And from elbows down to your wrists and hands, just feel the space that fills your upper arms, your lower arms, and your hands. And that space is extending into your fingers. And just go back to your chest and feel the space that fills your upper chest and upper back and the middle chest and the middle back. And let that space descend into your abdomen and feel your groin to your waist, from your waist down to your hips, and from the hips down to your knees, and from the knees down to ankles. And now feel the space inside your feet. And next, just feel the space that your body occupies. Your body has space inside, and your body is also surrounded by space. And that space is touching the skin in front of you, at the back of you, on your left, on your right, above and below. And the same space fills up the whole room you are in, the house, the town, the city, the country, the entire earth, the entire solar system, the entire galaxy, and extending all the way out as far as you can imagine to the most distant, limitless space. Just go mentally and feel all the way out as far as you can imagine. As I would like to say, touch the stars and just feel this vast, vast space between your body here and the entire universe. Just feel this vast, vast space. And now come back to yourself. Have a sense of your body. Notice that you're back in your body. And open your eyes gently. Put your palms together and just rub them a little bit vigorously to wake yourself up. Notice how you feel and say thank you to yourself for spending this time meaningfully, learning something new that will help you be a happier, more mentally stronger person. Thank yourself for the self-care that you and self-love you've provided yourself with by doing this meditation and allowing your brain to clear, reset, for your breathing to normalize and your body to receive enough oxygen and nutrition. Do you have any questions as we have approached the question and answer part of our today's live stream? And in the meantime, while you're thinking about questions, and I will summarize for you the meditation we have done and the techniques we have used. So we have taken 3 deep breaths. This is a very important technique that I often use and teach to others to quickly refocus ourselves away from what bothers us. So there are 3 deep breaths in and out. You can do them in 3 sets as well, because that will allow you extra time to calm down and come back to your true self. Next, we have allowed ourselves to normalize our breathing, and we've practiced abdominal breathing, which is going to help us relax the whole body, help the brain, relax all our muscles of neck, shoulders, and allow the brain flow to and back from the brain to the heart and from the heart to bring oxygen and nutrition to our brain, to allow for clarity and stress reduction, for turning off stress. And after that, we have opened our minds, we have opened our energy system, and we have allowed our muscles to release a lot of stress so we can heal, rebalance, and again come back to a lot of clarity and an open awareness of ourselves and of our world. So, since there are not too many questions, I would like to let you know that I have written a book which is called Mental Yoga: Transform Stress and Anxiety into Mental Strength and Success, where I tell personal stories and share a lot of different things from my practice as an acupuncturist, as a mind coach, as the IT professional from the past. And you can never stop being an IT professional or a Chinese medicine professional. I also have put a link to the goals process. You can go and sign up for the free collection, which I call the empowerment kit of various helpful resources, including the goals process. And we have the goals process video there for you as a lesson to work with. All of this for free. So you can get the free goal setting and emotional clearing kit. We have also a video of a 30-minute meditation retreat there that will help you let go of what bothers you. And you can watch it as many times as you like. Once again, our program is on 2 platforms, and we are offering you some discounts here, one for the global site and one for the Indian site. So it's all in the video, and the links to the sites are below. So please support us, support our work to reach as many people as possible who need coaching, so we can continue provide free coaching lessons. Please subscribe, hit on notification bell so you do not miss all the future live streams, lessons, and everything else we're going to work on hard to post to make sure that you're well looked after. And we hope you check out all the links in the description. And we see you again soon. I'm going to just say thank you very much to all our chat members. And with this, I would like to close off and wish you a great evening, a great morning, or a great day, depending where you are. And I hope to see you soon in the next live stream, in the next lesson. So, all the best. And I hope you are feeling great. I hope you're empowered. And I hope you're successful. Bye.